Good afternoon. I am Subramanya Sharma, Department of English, University College of Arts, Tumkur, Karnataka. I am making this brief video lecture as an introduction to Aristotle, one of the greatest philosophers ever the world has seen. Aristotle lived in the years between 384 and 322 BC. He was born in Stagira in Thrace near Macedonia. At the age of 17, Aristotle was sent to study in the academy of Plato, and he had become one of the greatest students of Plato. And interestingly, Aristotle had remained in the academy for about 20 years until Plato's death. And Aristotle had left the academy in 347 BC. And Alexander the Great became the disciple of Aristotle later. So we have a long legacy of greatest philosophers starting from Socrates, followed by Plato and Aristotle. Plato was a student of Socrates and Aristotle was a student of Plato. And Alexander the Great, though he was not a philosopher but a conqueror, was a student of Aristotle. In 335 BC, Aristotle came back to Athens and established his own school or academy in parallel with Plato's academy. He called it Lyceum. Lyceum was a very model kind of a school for imparting knowledge and philosophy in Greek. The sessions in Lyceum included morning lectures which were delivered to students and the evening lectures which were meant for public. This is how Aristotle had organized his lectures for the day, every day in his Lyceum. And his curriculum was very inclusive and there was a classified approach towards philosophy. And to talk about Aristotle's works, we have about 30 works of Aristotle which were mostly taken down by his students. Not all works of Aristotle have been exclusively composed by him, but rather were in the form of notes taken down by his students during his lecture. And one of the greatest works of Aristotle is Poetics, where he talks about the concept of tragedy. Aristotle had also spoken about comedy, but in a very brief manner. The range of Aristotle's works include virtually all areas of philosophy, metaphysics, epistemology, ethics and aesthetics, logic, and to some extent proto-sciences like physics, biology and astronomy. With this, I conclude my brief introduction to Aristotle. Hope you are able to follow it. Thank you.